Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl, Princess Leah 888, and this is Tea and Tarot Tuesday. Hey, we are here. Joined with us is my Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle, my beautiful fur baby cat, who is very happy that I am home. I went on a little day trip with my baby boy and we had a blast. We just had a little night out out of town, and we just had so much fun. We got to go see the zoo, go to the zoo, and we just had a lot of fun. We went to see a lot of sightseeing. Got to see my brothers and my nephew. So I know this little guy was really sad that I was gone, so he just really doesn't want to leave my side right now. But if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. As you know, as you may not know, this cat of mine is one of our spirit animal guides. I like to say my grandmother spirit reincarnated. So as he is here, so is someone else's grandmother. He is very furry, so I'm going to be having to get all this handful of fur off of my hands. Yes, somebody's grandmother is also here, very, very close, and wants to connect with you as well, whoever is here listening. So if that resonates with you, definitely maybe if it's a grandmother who has transitioned or a grandmother who is still here in this earth plane, definitely make sure you reach out to them through meditation, prayer, a letter, or a phone call, or in person if you can, because they are with you. So, and they want to let you know they miss you. If you are a returning family and friend, welcome back, beloved. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to get into the tea of the tarot as I sip on this delicious, this is not my tea, but this is a blue butterfly tea that makes it purple and blue, so it's kind of fun and nice and relaxing. Since we have been up all day and then driving all afternoon. So I'm excited to just chill with y'all. We're going to get into the signs today: Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. So if any of those signs are yours, sun, moon, or rising, or stellium, or just listening in for someone that you may know with those signs, or just because you feel like listening, definitely make sure that you are listening for yourself first, as we all have feminine and masculine energies within us, and see that as the message is for you as well. Okay. If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that like button on your way in or out. And if you're not already subscribed to my Itty Bitty Vibe Tribe, definitely do hit that notification bell so you can know whenever I go live. And we can continue to be on this journey together, this road to conscious love. And doing our part, doing what we can to heal the heart of the divine masculine and the sacred feminine through conscious love. So let me go ahead and write my notes so that we can get started. We're going to start with Aries, divine feminine. We're going to Taurus, and then we're going to Gemini. I am going to timestamp, so if you need to pause or come back, or if you just want to listen later, you can find it in my Tea and Tarot Tuesday playlist. I hope your Tuesday is going well so far. Today is the final day of that 4444 peak that they've been talking about astrologically, if you've been tuning in and hearing that, where 4 planets are all in the 4th degree: Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, and Pluto. So that's kind of fun. This is supposed to be a big transformational time, a very big peak of our of what I think of the number 4 as stability. I think of the number 4 as security, like 4 4 legs on a table, 4 wheels on a car, balance, but also the 4th chakra, which is considered the heart chakra as well. Hence why I am wearing my heart chakra rose quartz today to tap into and hold on to that love and peace within as best as possible. So Aries, Divine Feminine, what is your strongest energy of July? Let me go ahead and take a sip of my peace tea. Cheers. Make sure you got whatever it is that you're sipping on, water, tea, wine, whatever you want to do. So we can get into this. All right, Divine Feminine Aries, we have the 9 of Wands here. So you are coming towards the end of a long journey. Look at that, flipping right over. A long journey. You've gone through a lot, battered, broken, and bruised, but you are still standing. We have the Moon, the 6 of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. So you might be an Aries Moon. The Fool card is underneath that, but I did see something of the Pentacles. So who was that? The 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. So with the Moon out as the strongest energy here, there is a lot of emotions that are deeply being felt at this time. There is also a lot of intuition that's trying to speak to you. Maybe that's why my cat was here trying to tap into the intuition of the Aries Divine Feminine Collective. This emotional intuition is regarding a strong, this could be a inner child healing journey. This could be a childhood relationship or siblingship, past life, the 6 of Cups, all can bring you back to nostalgia. And as we are in the Cancer season, we're in the last degrees of the Cancer season. There is a lot of familial, generational, home kind of maternal energies that are bringing up a lot of emotions for you, Aries Divine Feminine. So this could be familial. This could be just something that's bringing you back, nostalgia, blasts from the past, dreams, memories, people from the past, people from past lives you could be reconnecting with as well, or just your inner child, the past that you have been healing and connecting and resurrecting is the word that's coming through. You could be also growing a child within you, Aries Divine Feminine, with the 7 of Pentacles. But this is also about nourishing your garden, planting your garden, and trusting the timing and the pace of its growth. Because just like a child grows in the belly of the mother, you cannot rush a child to be a baby to be born, right? You can't rush plants to grow. As much as you want to maybe water it and give it attention, it's gonna take its own process and divine timing. And maybe there is something that has been growing since you were a child. Maybe it's something that's been growing in you since you were in your mother's womb. Or maybe your own child within you, your own child as your child grows. If you are a physical mother for you, some of you Aries Divine Feminines, or father, because feminine energy is non-gender. it's energy. So this has been a long motherhood is not an easy just parenthood is it's a long journey. And if you have grown a baby in your womb, and you have given birth, and you have raised a child or 2 or 3 or more, that is a long journey. This 9 of Wands, you might be feeling battered, broken, bruised. You might be feeling exhausted on this journey. But I'm loving this because we have the Fool here underneath. And though they don't particularly match up, there's still a rainbow in both. Nines are the completion, at the end, almost closing out the cycle, almost there. She's almost at the top of this stairs. Just don't give up, because once you reach that top, then you have this whole brand new journey to embark on. And maybe you might be feeling alone or by yourself. Maybe you might be feeling like nobody understands the journey you're on, but you are trusting. As the Fool, Aries yourself, that Aries is the first of the zodiac, which is, that's why the Fool is connected to the, Aries, because they do not have any other sign before them. So they do accidentally lead first because they have to. And they learn as they go. They grow as they go because they have to. Even Taurus has Aries to look after. That's why Taurus is extra cautious and takes forever. And is a fixed earth sign, doesn't like to move. But Aries, you like to go for it. Like the little kid who just wants to jump off of everything, like my nephew, and doesn't even realize that if his dad didn't catch him, he would be hurt. He's like, oh, I got it, I'm always good. Not even realizing that he literally is always caught by father, right? Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle coming in here to confirm with his meows. So whatever it is that you're working on, and I'm hearing maybe it's your grandmother that's always been catching you. Maybe you were raised by your grandmother, or maybe you were very close to your grandmother. Maybe even if they've transitioned, even since then, they have been guiding you. As I say, my cat, my grandmother came back into my cat as my guide. Or anytime you feel like you are exhausted, or anytime you feel like you're alone on this journey, or you feel like you're at the edge of a cliff, or you're about to jump over, and you're praying that you will be held and caught. You will be held and caught because you have earth angels that are with you. And you have the gracious, omnipresent divine that is with you. So keep on working on yourself, on whatever it is that you're working on whatever it is that you're growing, on whatever it is that is bringing you so many precious memories and inner child healing. This to me feels like a lot of inner child healing, asking for help with the Three of Pentacles under that. Asking for help, recognizing where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are without judgment. It's okay to ask for an extra hand or for help in this, or to seek counsel. Okay, no one's judging you, especially if you are here, exhausted, battered, broken, bruised. That's maybe why you have so much emotions coming out right now. Maybe that's why you're feeling, I heard misguided, but really it's just, yeah, a little misguided. A little bit sad is what I heard in that. A little bit lonely. Mr. Grandma Tony Popsicle was so sad. He gets so sad when I'm gone. Guys, he loves his mama, right? Look at him. Now he's got, hold on, he's lying on the Palo Santo and the lighter. He's trying to get this belly rubbed. He's just like, just love me. Just give me some attention. That's what you're feeling too. I'm hearing Aries, Divine Feminine. Give yourself some love, that inner child some love. Nurture, and let you be nurtured. Let you be nurtured. Let your relationships be nurtured. And just let them grow at their natural, organic, divine pace. It's all growing. It's all growing. You don't have to force it. Okay. Aries, I know. I'm your girl, Aries. This Ram gang is right here. I'm in that Ram gang with you. So I hear that. I receive that as well. Because again, we want to go fast because we just want to take the leap and jump and figure it out later, but that's what gets us exhausted sometimes too, doing that. So take your time. Let the gracious, omnipresent, divine grow those plants. Grow that baby, whether it's a fur baby, a human baby, a spirit baby, a project creative baby, a love baby. Just let it. Don't rush. Don't rush it. Okay? So, divine masculine, Aries, what's the strongest energy for you? We have the Three of Wands. That wants to show up. So the Three of Wands, ooh, and the Six of Wands that wanted to flip over, and the Ten of Wands. Look at that, these three. I'm going to put these up as, wow, okay. So, divine masculine, Aries, you have been also calling in some ships, some desires that you are waiting for, or wanting to just make sure that they are arriving or coming back, coming in. But your ships are coming in, is what I'm hearing. The path is wide open, and trust. This is what wanted to flip over. You will be victorious. You will have public recognition. You will be recognized for your patience and for what it is that you have been calling in and manifesting. This is a victorious energy for this month of July. Okay, Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords are heavy energies. This can clarify why it feels so good to have this victory. What are you being victorious over? What are you succeeding over? Look at all of this. All of this heaviness, the weight of the world, isolation and exclusion, and anxiety, feelings of the biggest words, isolation and betrayal, want to come through, but feelings of this heaviness, feelings of maybe lack. You feel like you're working so hard, but you're not receiving anything. I'm hearing the glass of half empty energy, scarcity. You see how my throat chakra wants to close off, because this expression of your truth, this abundance of who you are, has been cut in half, has been casted out. And that's why you have been having sleepless nights. Maybe you're worried about your pentacles, your money. Maybe you're worried about all these burdens, all these bills, all this weight that you are, responsible, or that you feel that you're responsible for. But I'm hearing this is not all yours to carry, divine masculine Aries. So maybe that's what it is that you're hoping is coming in. This could be some ships of income, money, of, answers, help, something. But this is requiring you to go within. This is requiring you to really look deeply within and go back to even maybe where did this come from? Where is this fear coming from? This anxiety, this weight. This is mental. This is physical, financial. This is emotional. But you are going to be prosperous. You're going to be victorious. You're going to have your happily ever after, divine masculine Aries. Because Spirit is going to make sure of it. Going to cut all this out, especially the parts where your mind is limited and stuck. You are being reformed, transformed from the phoenix rising from the ashes. As the phoenix rising from the ashes, you are strengthening your internal abundance, infinite abundance. Okay, you are coming into your Queen of Wands confidence within yourself, divine masculine. It's really beautiful. I forgot to put my little shawl on, so now I feel kind of like naked. So maybe that's how you feel right now also, divine masculine. You're like, I just feel so raw. I feel so kind of exposed. I'm so used to being covered up. I'm so used to kind of almost even being tied up and blocked and limited, but this is all clearing. So you're learning how to navigate something as beautiful as everything that you have been attracting and desiring and calling in and praying for and manifesting. This beautiful family ship, this beautiful friendship, romantic ship, professional ship, whatever ships are coming in for you are coming in for you. Okay, Divine Masculine Aries. I love that. That's really beautiful. You are conquering over all of this weight, all of this worry, all of this anxiety, the fears, the doubts. You're overcoming. You're going from glasses half empty to glasses half full. It's really beautiful. You're learning that the people, places, things that were not meant for you fell away and were taken from you or fall from you or left you or kicked you out or broke up with you or fired you were because they were not in alignment with you, with what it is that truly is meant for you. Divine Masculine Aries. And yes, it does suck in the midst of it, in the midst of the cold, in the midst of the darkness of the night, of when you're crying and you're tired and you're carrying so much. But just know, just remember that what you are seeking is seeking you. Okay? I hope that helps. Spirit says for the Aries collective here, the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse. Stop doubting what is coming in for you. Stop doubting what is meant for you. It is written in the stars for you. It wants to stay out. Two of Cups. This could be a partnership for you, Aries. This could be a romantic partnership, a soul partnership. Whether it's platonic or professional or romantic. This is about moving in the direction of your fortune. It is spinning. The wheel is spinning in your fortune now, Aries, in your favor. But what you have to do is stop trying to swim upstream against the current and flow with the stream, Aries. And we know, Ram Gang, it's hard to do, right? We want to do it the way we want to do it, when we want to do it, as we want to do it right now. We want to hurry up and do it and have done it yesterday. Right? Yes, I know, Aries. I'm with you, girl. But we're learning how to remember, pause, trust, and allow the process to unfold organically. Right? You don't want to pump hormones in your fruit just because you want it faster. You want it organic. You don't want to force the healing or the connection or the ships, because this is what you are meant for. This is what you're meant for. Miracles. So that's really beautiful. How you do it, how you decide to do it, that's up to you. I see 222 alignment, right place, the right time. Aries, your T formation for the month of July. Relate to your greatness and not to your weakness. Wow. Yes. This is good. This is what your intuition wants you to know, wants you to see. Your greatness. The greatness within you. That's what the moon is telling you. Listen to the emotions of your soul, of your greatness. Listen to the intuition of your fear. Look, it says fierce. Listen to and relate to what is working, as what I'm hearing, is what is working in yourself, in your relationships. Relate to the amazingness, the focus on what is going well. Focus on what is happening in your favor. Focus on what is beautiful and great and exciting and delicious. Not on your weaknesses, your shortcomings, your imperfections, your flaws. That's what your inner child is trying to tell you now. Yes, we've gone through some shit, Aries, right? But now it's time to remember just how amazing you are, not how hurt you have been and how weak you still feel. Don't focus on this. It's not time for this anymore. It's time for this. Okay? All right. Really beautiful. I love that for us, Aries Ram gang. I receive. Oh my gosh. I told you I timestamp, and guess what? I didn't even timestamp. Sorry, Aries. We're going to figure it out when we start it. But don't let me forget, for Taurus, we are at 26 and some change. Taurus, we're going to go into you. Oh, we'll get that timestamp for you, Aries. That was a beautiful reading. Taurus Divine Feminine, let's go ahead and get started for you. Divine Feminine Taurus. Let me change that time. Strongest energy for you. To my bull gang. The Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Something that you have planted since you were a child. Something that has been planted within you. Could be a union here. A celebration. A merging. The Four of Wands. 11 gates to heaven. Celebrating and merging and a union after a closing of a cycle of releasing the weight of the world off your shoulders. That 10 of Wands, like the 10 of Wands for the Divine Masculine Aries. So maybe you're Aries Taurus cusp, or maybe you're dealing with a divine masculine Aries, Taurus Divine Feminine. But the end of a cycle, this could be whatever kind of burdens you've been carrying. This can be in a relationship, because the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups are here. In a partnership, in a friendship. This is a soul contract, a soul union. I'm hearing release the heaviness from what has been weighing this relationship down, this partnership down, so that you can come and be able to fully celebrate and enjoy this union. Because the Page of Wands is out here with curiosity, pure curiosity, innocent curiosity. Like she's just on her own, having a good time, exploring, figuring out stuff, making fire out of this, using the magnifying glass because she heard it one time. She got her books of poems. She's just out having a blast, doing her own thing. But you are, maybe you need to go within right now, Taurus, a little bit with the Seven of Cups and just kind of meditate on what does it look like or feel like if you were to let go of the burdens of this relationship, the burdens that have been weighing this relationship down. What would it feel like in the relationship, in yourself, if you could just really enjoy the space, the time, celebrate the union, the reunion, celebrate the fact, not worry about, whatever it is that is bogging you down, the fears, the doubts, the insecurities, the past. Trust that whatever paths and roads that you had to go on that led you here was exactly the path and the roads that you needed to go on to be here. And you can't get it wrong, Taurus Divine Feminine, because you can't get it done. My favorite quote from Abraham Hicks. I've been on a huge, just binge watching Abraham Hicks because there's just so much that is resonating with my soul that is so hungry for this type of expansion around this awakening, this attraction, law of attraction, and releasing outdated, disempowering, limiting beliefs that are keeping me and this collective stuck in frequencies that our soul is outgrowing. That's why the Emperor is here, Taurus, divine masculine, Aries energy. So maybe you also have Aries in your chart. But you're coming out as this divine masculine, as the Eight of Pentacles just flies right out on top of divine feminine's Four of Pentacles or Four of Wands. So divine masculine, you might be working towards this union with the divine feminine. Maybe you are working on your craft. Maybe you're trying to focus and work on your pentacles, getting your money, your career, your job, your stability, or even your creativity. Maybe you're wanting to tap into your feminine, internal feminine energy of creativity so that you can merge with your feminine energy and create and build, and maybe even build an empire from this creative work. I'm hearing bliss work. Because the Emperor being out here, this is you tapping into your divine masculine. Okay, that is your highest, truest, authentic self, divine masculine Taurus. Maybe you are a business owner. Maybe you are a leader, or a father, or have, people that, work under you or depend on you. Maybe you are an artist, Taurus, divine masculine. Maybe that is your business, a business owner of a, of your artwork. But I'm hearing maybe with this, as it flew on to the Four of Wands, that is the bliss work that is bringing you, attracting you to, and inviting you, because that is what the feminine energy is within us all, is the creative, right? But also the external counterpart of that it could be in the same field or just bringing you closer because you're in your authentic alignment of doing what you love. And when you are doing what you love, you are being the love that you are. And when you are the love that you are, you attract the love that you are, and thus attract the love, the soul loves that are called to you, for you, that you have called to. That's what Two of Cups is about, is the soul contract. Your soul's connected before this and said, yes, we are going to find each other. Yes, we are going to find each other in this lifetime, and we're going to have so much fun, and we're going to dance, and we're going to celebrate because our souls have reunited. Soul-abrate. How cute is that? Soul-abrate. That was something that came out during my Daily Divine the other day. I love it. The moon's coming out for you too, Taurus. So again, that was what the divine feminine Aries was coming through. So there could be some strong Aries energy in your chart. But this is really trusting in your emotional guidance to lead you to what is emotionally fulfilling you, to lead you. I just picked it up and saw Seven of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. So it's leading you to this generational abundance and wealth. But you have to let it guide you. Maybe it's bringing you a lot of heavy emotions too, because you're finding what you do want, maybe sometimes through what you don't want. Maybe you're finding, or maybe you're just realizing what it is that you do want, and that brings a lot of emotions. But don't let the desire or the yearning of wanting something so deeply, but feeling like you can't have it. And that's where that disconnection or that detachment or that gap between what it is that you desire and attaining that gap of I can't have it or it's not here is what keeps us from being able to actually truly fully receive what it is that we are already asking, that the universe is already giving, right? That the universe is already giving, offering, aligning. So Taurus, the Page of Cups here, Spirit is coming out. Go back to that inner child emotions of what it was that you've been asking for, calling for, desiring for, what makes you truly happy. Yeah, what brings you true bliss and joy. Empress and the Queen of Swords. Shifting your perspective. Shifting your perspective to receive. There's that attraction. The Empress is the divine feminine energy that attracts, right? That receives, that conceives. And the Queen of Swords is having that balanced discernment with your head over in your heart, your head and your heart. Balanced as you are calling in what it is that you truly desire, as you are shifting your perspective out of the burdens and the weights that are holding you down. I'm hearing the weighted thoughts, the heavy thoughts that are holding you down. So you can call in this union, this partnership, this empire, this bliss work, this business. 8 of Crystals, Pentacles again. So for some, it's a relationship, maybe Divine Feminine I'm seeing with this 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. Divine Masculine I'm seeing like a business, an empire, a career, a, idea, a creative brand or business that you're working on, even family. But that's what you're calling in. Don't let the heaviness, don't let the heaviness outweigh what it is that you are calling in and receiving in and attracting in, okay? Taurus, your T formation for July is let your greatness shine from your inner light. Exactly. The Emperor and the Empress are out here, okay? That is a divine couple, a divine partnership. That is inner alignment as well. Inner alignment that then extends to your external. Remember just how great you are. Kind of similar to Aries' T formation. I love that. Really beautiful, Taurus. I hope that helps. Definitely hit that like button if it did. So let's go ahead and move into Gemini. Gemini, Divine Feminine. Making moves here. Kind of a nice, these are kind of short and sweet. So they're not too long, but they're very clear and beautiful. Oops. So Gemini, you have the Wands, the 8 of Wands here in reverse. Some action is being stalled is what I'm hearing. And that's why nothing wants to come out. Oh, what are they? No? Okay. The Moon and the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So similar to Aries' cards that came out, maybe you have some Aries in your chart, Gemini. Maybe you're connected to an Aries. But this emotional path has been very, very exhausting. That's the word. But there's a renewal. There is a renewal of love from divine into yourself that is pouring out into your space, bringing you strength to take action, to move, even when you feel exhausted. Gemini, Divine Feminine. The Chariot card is out there too, Cancer energy. Also, Cancer is ruled by the Moon. So the Moon coming out twice, actually really in all of the readings, but twice for the Divine Feminine tonight. We have the Moon, full Moon in Aquarius on the 29th. So there might be some energy that's moving through you of what is completing, what cycles are ending for you. The Nine of Wands is ending that cycle of just exhaustion. You know, coming into this renewed sense of inner love, source, divine love, pouring and overflowing that love into the other cups around you. So there could be a reconciliation, a renewal. Just something that is very emotionally fulfilling, overflowing for you, that has been a very exhausting journey for you, Divine Feminine, Gemini. Divine Masculine, Two of Pentacles. I know these are kind of vague and short and sweet, but this is for the collective, so you just see how it fits in your worlds. Take what resonates, don't force anything. But the Two of Pentacles wants to come out of balance, but it wanted to stay in. There's a balance that you are learning to juggle. And that could be the balance of looking at life from a different angle. The balance of getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. The balance of maybe sometimes you have to shift your world upside down just so you can see the world from a brand new perspective. Because when you do that, Gemini Divine Masculine, you have victory. You have public recognition. But you want to be mindful of that because you're attracting in the Empress, a Divine Feminine, that has been a long journey. The Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest knight in the deck. But it is the most loyal, most committed, most secure and stable knight of them all. So you are, it may have taken you a long time to call in this Divine Feminine Empress. Or maybe even to attract this kind of victory and success, if it's not to do with the Divine Feminine for you. But it's taking you, this is the energy you're at this month. It's going to take you to shifting your perspective to maybe a little bit of, more uncomfortable than you're used to. I'm also hearing a spiritual enlightenment because of this Hanged One, this martyr who hangs himself from the tree as a way of enlightening himself to look for and see life in a bigger perspective. This has been a long journey for you, Divine Masculine Gemini, but there is great success. There's great success if you allow it to be. If you allow it to be. If you receive it and you see the abundance and the success in all the things, big and little, and even the smallest of steps, because the Knight of Pentacles, again, takes forever, because it is trusting each step of the way. It is being, what's the word? Tedious, meticulous, cautious, just wants to make sure that every step that it takes, it will lead to the success that it is calling in. The Empress does not complain about what is not there. The Empress is gracious in receiving all of the blessings and the beauties and the benefits, trusting that everything that she needs is already provided and will be provided, instead of, feeling like there's not enough. There's this abundant mentality in the Empress that never sees anything as crumbs, that never sees anything as lack or scarce, but sees everything as perfect, perfectly proportioned to what she needs, what is needed right now. And she's with child right here, right? So that birthing process again, trusting that the timing of the baby's birth will come, and it will grow, and you can't force it. You just have to relax and trust the nature of it, right? But also there's this not a spiritual metaphor around this pregnancy, like spiritually pregnant, right? Like there's an idea, there is something that it doesn't have to necessarily be this divine feminine Empress relationship that is the Six of Wands coming through. It could be something that you have been working on for quite some time, something that has been, first really, really hard to attain, something that you had to really work for, because the Five of Pentacles didn't come easy, but you're so passionate about it, you didn't give up. The Hierophant, because it is ordainedly blessed for you. More messages are coming out for you, masculine divine Gemini. Divine Gemini. Divine masculine Gemini. There's the Ace of Cups as well here as the divine feminines. Ordained, blessed. This is your highest path, with the Om symbol on the palm of divine masculine Shiva. And that's funny because I just chose my little Om symbol teacup today too. That is your highest, authentic, truest self. Tapping into that, okay? So I see the King of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Gemini, leading by example. Spirit is saying, lead by example. There may not be many that understand the journey you're on. Go anyway. The King of Cups. This is taking a lot of spiritual or emotional maturity for you. Even if you are up to your waist in emotions, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat chakra are activated. Whatever decision that you are weighing. Because I saw the Two of Swords as well. Six of Cups. A decision that could be from past lifetimes. This could be a childhood, choice. This could be a sibling with family, but something is taking you back, Gemini, that is asking you, what do you want to choose? Is this the path you still want to be on? Is this still something that you desire? You have the Five of Pentacles again. Going from lack to abundance takes an emotional sense of maturity. To trust that the universe has your back, Gemini. So get out of your head of all of this Nine of Swords. Trust in where you're going. Trust that what you are moving towards is going to stabilize. It's going to overflow with such emotional fulfillment. Look, this is all that it says for your T formation, Gemini. Live fully. That's the only advice. And looking at activating purpose. Live fully. That's all you got to do. So, that's beautiful. I hope that this helps. I hope this was something that you enjoyed listening back to. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Thank you so much for letting me pull these cards and have a good time with you. I will be time stamping, so if you want to go back and listen back, you absolutely can. You can share it with anyone else. If you're not a part of my Vibe Tribe, definitely do subscribe, as we are small and mighty, but we are growing every day. So I always appreciate your support as we're on this road to conscious love together. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that like button on your way out. And I will see you again next time, right? Yes, we still have another week left. We're going to be doing the signs of... No, this is the end. This is the end. This is the end of July. Can you believe it? So we're going to start in for already August's all sign readings next week. Crazy, right? All right, tune in. Till next time, my beautiful beloveds. I will see you in the next moon. Peace and love. Namaste.